All right. So to recap, we have our user section done. We have our user section done, about section, how it works, features, and some other screens. Yeah. So first, want to convert this into a mobile screen, or maybe not. We could put in the mockup first. Yeah. Let's put in mockup first. Then we convert it straight into mobile view. Yeah. So hopefully we don't take time today. So there are multiple ways by which you can do this. Yeah, you could easily slot in an image, probably just use a plugin. You could find on Splash. There are lots. Let's just use on Splash. Or if you want AI, you could use what do you call it? What's your name? IJKRM, LMNOP. Yeah, so that's Lumai. Yeah. So well, let's just use on Splash for this sample. Yeah. Mm, so I could come here in a few seconds. Yeah. I could search because we're dealing with elderly people. Yeah. I could come search for elder. Okay. And all I have to do is pick whichever one I want. So I select the frame or shape where I want to place the image, and I paste it there. I could just paste, for example, what's a cool one? It's for savings. Yeah. Let's just put this, for example. Yeah. So you could do that for the rest of the design. Yeah. So you could have this. You could also have a situation where you use a mockup. So I could, for example, there's a plugin I use called Mockup plugin. Okay, if I open it up, give it a few seconds. Yeah. Okay. Allow it. Yeah. So it has a lot of premium mockups. Like imagine your screen on this, how it's going to look beautiful. So a lot of premium mockups. Yeah. So, but you it also have free version. So you could see latest free. Okay, so the name of the plugin is Mockup plugin. How can I don't know if I could find. Okay, let me do something. Um, okay, let's see if I could copy. Oh, it's going to load. Okay. Oh, that's after. So, I should. Right. So I can let me copy the. I can copy it and just paste it on in the community. Yeah. Alright. So you could access it there anytime. Yeah. Let me label it on the group so everyone knows what it is. Um, mockup, mockup plugin. Yeah. So you could use any of them. So you could come to the free version, to latest free mockup, view more. It has a lot. Okay, so you could see, if you like, you could use something like this. You could use something like this. So it could be easy. Let me create a demo screen. Yes, whatever. It's no matter. Can I use? Um, that's something to so you could see what I'm doing. Since we don't have a product for it, we don't have something like this, and yeah, maybe status bar. Okay, could drag in this. Oh, that's for tab. So just drag in this, and yeah, I replace it. Yeah, so this is a mock-up screen we can work with. So we don't have a screen to. Yeah, welcome. So we could just have this done. Could just use this for an example. So you could see how it works. So I have different options I could go with. So you could see how they're all looking nice. Um, Probably if I like this, or let me just show you your collection. You can also do device that's your smartwatch, or even a shirt that's on book. So it has a lot of free and nice mockups. Yeah. So I could just pick. hmm, The issue is picking one. I could choose. Let's just see what's okay. I think it looks nice. Let's pick this. All right. So if I select this, so it gives you this pre-screen. Then I could click on the plus where I want to place the image. Click on the frame or layer I want to put on it. And yeah, I could adjust it. So I think I use the exact screen. So I just crop it. Yeah, so you could see. So I then paste. Yep, and that's how I use it. So I could come with this and I want to replace this image with this. I could select the image itself. Yeah, then you could see this little space in front of the image fill. Yeah, just click on it, hit Control C, that by copying it. Yeah, and then come here and Control V, so it replaces it. So you could see it's still there. Yeah, but just place it over it. So I could just delete this too. So fields in Figma acts like layers in probably Photoshop, yeah, Illustrator. So it acts like layers. Okay, so if we come here, crop it. I could increase it a little in case I want it bigger. And yeah, we have that. So that's the second option you can go for. Third option you could play around. So there are a lot of let me instead of using one I have, I could come to community and look for the iOS mockup. So this is like the third option, how you could play around with it. So let's load. Um, I give it a few seconds. All right, a few seconds. hmm I don't know why it's not loading fast. I don't mind my network. All right, so we are seeing some examples here. Um, you could see mockups that you might like or you might fall in love with. You could see some of them. Okay, so these are also ways you could find mockups. So you could either use some plug. There are other plugins. I just use one for example. Yeah, so there are multiple different plugins. So I could just search for mockup. Yeah, and sorry about my network. Should get Starlink very soon. Um, so you have. Let's just give it a few seconds. I don't know why it's slow. But the point is, there are so many options you could work with. Right. So why is it taking time? All right. So you've seen the community file I sent to the group. So you could always access what I'm doing here anytime. All right. So you could see them coming up one by one. Yeah. Sorry about the delay. So you could just select anyone you like out of them or anyone you feel. So I'm seeing 100 plus devices. I mean, that gives you enough room. So you'd have, let me open it up. Yeah. So give it a few seconds to load. Yeah. So you could have computers. So you have a lot of plugins for just give it a few seconds again. You need to change this network. You have displays. I hope you guys are following. So it could be anything. So you could use a picture, you could
Yeah.
use any of these presets mockups, or you could use um this. Yeah, your hand is up, Emmanuel.
That was a mistake. Go on.
Right. Okay. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I just loading it in. It's taking too long. Yeah, so you could see it's giving you options. It's giving you all what they have. So these are large screens. It's a MacBook, the gold, space gray. So lots of them. Yeah, so you could easily play around with them. As it comes to displays, I think displays will probably be monitors. Yeah, so you can see them monitors coming up because it even has portrait mode. Yeah, so you could put your monitor in portrait, your stuff in portrait mode. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay, I forget how to. Hmm. Is this a Windows 10? So I changed my system, so I've lost how to put it on DND. Alright, I should fix that soon. Sorry about that. Yeah, I remembered. Alright, sorry about the disturbance. So you could also have phones, yeah. So let's just stop with phones. So you have phones as far back as iPhone 7. Yeah, you probably don't need them, but you have them. So let's just give it a few seconds to load one that will be useful for us. Well, it's a lot of graphics, probably that's why it's slow. These are 11 Pro. Um, doubt it has. Right, so let's pick one and just move. Go ahead. So this 11 Pro Max. We'll work with anyone it gives us. So you come to UI, come to the page you want. You can delete this now. I could paste this here. So automatically I have a blank mockup with nothing in it. Yeah, so most of these mockup work alike. Hopefully this one works as expected. Let me see. So this is the first time using this particular mockup, so I'm hoping it works normally. Or except it has not downloaded completely. Oh, I don't think these guys have. Oh no. Normally, you should just be able to replace the image directly from here. So I don't think this supports it. Let me try something. Yeah, I doubt. Right, so that's not. We can't use that. It doesn't give us room to edit. Yeah. Mm, so well, sometimes you run into mockups like this. I think they just used. So they expect us to put the mockup the behind the image, which doesn't usually make sense. Let me just pick one that I have, so I don't do so much. I know. So which one? Yes. So these are Apple device mockups. I can just use directly. So I don't know if probably when I use this, it'll be easier to explain how it works. Yeah. So this is the nice thing about this. They have all the devices. Yeah, but they're all images. Mm, right. Let's pick. Let's just pick from here. So you could see it has different, just like the other one. So it has different version, 12 Pro MacBook. So I think just like 11, 12, 13. So let's just pick 13 since we have it. So we could pick this. Yeah. So it's same way you could pick any most of the mockups or any usable mockup in the community and work with it. So you have it loading. Did I pick the right thing? Yeah. Yeah. So we have it here. So what we have here is so you could see this image, yeah. this is what we need to replace in the mockup. You get, yeah. If you close it, you'll get this background down here. Yeah, so you can see it's just over it. Yeah. So what you can do is first convert your, in case you design the screen yourself. Yeah. You designed, there's a mobile app for it. Yeah. You first convert this into an image. So you can easily do that by right clicking. Then you can see copy and paste and see copy as PNG. So you copy as PNG. So instead of you having to export, you just copy as PNG and paste. So now your design is now, you can see this is a frame. This is now an image. So simply come here, this little space here, copy it, come here. No, click on the mockup here and then paste. So you can see that it's like I said, layers. It's put it right on top of the other two images. Yeah, so you could easily just delete these two and just leave just this one. Yeah. So if you'd like, so I think the other options, there's no slanting or stuff. Yeah. So if you'd like any of them, you could use them. Yeah. You could, like I mentioned, there are also other options you could scroll through in the community. Yeah, you could just check out other options in the community and see what might work for you. But let's just play around. Let's play around with this for now. Yeah. So what you could do is, well, if you'd want, you just easily copy. Thanks. You just easily copy and replace. So if you want to replace, that's what's the shortcut? The shortcut is, yeah, Control Shift R. You could just replace. You could scale it down. You could do whatever you like with it. Yeah, but I just think this is nice. Yeah. So what we can do is, you could play around with this more a little. Yeah, I know there's no UI, but we could just assume something. So you could say something like, let's do this. We put something like this. So out like a very little profile thingy. So you come here and say, okay, you have a lot of manuals here. Let's say in manual bio, bio. Yeah, could do this. You could put an age and just says age 23. No, that's an adult. 73. Yeah. What can we do again? You have his age. You could do a little profiling and just say, no, leave gender. There's one. What I want to do right now is, let's put an amount. So let's say 5 million savings. Yeah, so I'll display his savings or how much he has. Yeah, so I could put something like this, because we are doing something like culture. I could say total savings. Yeah, put this, maybe make this a little bigger, like 24. Make this bold. Yeah, so we're dealing with fixed fee, so let's just replace one of them with fixed fee. Yeah, so we have this together. This is a very rough sketch, just to show you how they do most of those landing page interesting things. Yeah, make this bold also. I think I could bring this down instead. I could make this, take down the spacing, make this uh, yeah. Okay, take this down a little. Probably so that could be 14. This could be 16. Okay, let's make this bold. So semi bold, not exactly bold. So let's add auto layout to this too. This could be 12. This could be what's the height here? 44. So let's just make this 48. Okay, why is my keyboard? Okay, it's non-block lock. Okay. So let's adjust the spacing a little. Well, let's leave it. So let's put total series down here as this, and let's add something more interesting. Let's look for a trend. Let's do an icon like that. Please go up. Yep. So the trend is going up. So let's put this together. Yeah, okay. I think I can take this down a little bit. Okay, something like this. Yeah. Does this work? Or if it does not work, we can always adjust it. Yeah. So let's put this at 8. So yeah, I can still bring this guy down. Yeah. So this is how I treat in real life. Basically just changing everything and seeing which one works best. Let's feel let's rock it. Yeah, let's make this stuff. You can just do anything I see. Alright. So I could okay, I selected already. Okay, is there a question now?
Yes, I have a question. That
Sure,
icon,
sure, sure.
that icon that looks
Mm-hmm.
like a graph, like
Yeah,
beside the amount.
yeah.
Where do you get it from? And how do you were you able to change the color?
Okay. I think okay. So one of the classes I explained that Figma has inbuilt assets. You have this simple design system, you have material, 3 design kits, you have iOS part. So some so you defaultly you by default have some so if I search for something like settings, it gives me settings of material 3 material 3 system device system. Yeah, it also gives you one from simple design system. It gives you another alternative. I think it's just the bold version of this. Yeah, so it's on your Figma by default. So you could see you already have 234 components by default. So you have default components, or let's say icon sets here that you just search for here. So if you need to use more specific design system, maybe Lucid or whatever you want to use, you could then import it into your Figma file. Yeah, but for something simple, you just search for them here, you get it. So it's under your assets panel. You get
Okay, yeah, good.
nice. Yeah, so I'll just do this. I'm not even sure what I'm doing again, but I think I'm enjoying myself. Let's put this here. Mhm. I could make this white. I'll probably change the user profile. I think I want a male. I need someone whose age is elder. Maybe hair color can be black. So it has a high chance of giving an African. Okay. That's not going to work. Let's just leave it this way. Yeah, so we have this. So I could do something interesting. I could make add the corner radius 12. Yeah, bring this here. So I don't know if you've ever seen something like this in your on websites. Put this as well. Yeah. I could do this, yeah, or whatever I want. I could what else can I do? Okay, let me secure instead. To turn this up. I think I can see. Also, let me pick out in last name. Okay. So okay. Mm, I have something like this. Now should I have it up? Which is better? Okay. I do that. I could then bring this down a little to 40. Let's make this. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to achieve here. Trying to create a
Why don't we make it from our arrangements?
Yeah, how this is on top, right?
Yeah, let the name on the profile picture should come first before the total seven. I think it's better that way.
That's better, right? Let's do that. But let me just bring it down a little. So this is becomes 35. So let's make this 36. Let's just say another one. Right. So let's bring it up here. Yeah. Take okay. Yeah. I agree with you. I could also make this 8, 8. Could fill this up and add this subtle background. That's one's and 12. Okay, make it 8. Yeah. So that's something simple like this. Yeah, I think it's kind of big. Let me make it 20. This can be, it's like I just technically just, well, okay. Yeah, I'll bring this guy down to like 20 or so. So adjust the stroke for 20. Well, let them not complicate things because it could be here for a long time. All right, so we have this Emmanuel Olabayo here. You could have um, maybe something like community. Let's do something. I've not really thought about this stuff. I am intentionally not wanting to think of this before coming, so you could see how it's actually done in say plus 250k plus. So I put this guys together, push this. So this is just from my head. I'm just trying to think. So I could add the stroke, make it white. Um, also 50k plus members. Yeah, the corner. Yep. Maybe make it 8. Yeah, yeah. We'll do something like this and delete this so like this guy. Log. Oh, I think I've done something like that already. Is how imagine. Oh, don't worry. Let's just continue. The idea is just for you to understand how it works or how it's done. Um, I'm not really calling any rule. You could have this. So you basically see some things like that. Let me see if I can find analytics. Look at that. Analysis. Analysis. Graph. Yeah, charts. An icon. Red one that's. Oh my god. Let me just use this way. So you could have something like this also. Let me frame it instead. So let me first group it. Sorry. I want to group it first, then add a frame to it. I'll just make it groups. Yeah. Control G. Then add a frame to it. Yeah. So in that case, if once I put it here, I could fill it down. Let me take this out. Yeah. So I could make this safe. Nope. So since I grouped this, I could. So you will notice. Okay, let me explain that now. So if once I tried making it fill, you see it stretched out. Yeah, that's because I did not set a constraint for it. Yeah. So let me Ctrl Z. Yeah. So I grouped this already. So let me so you could see what I'm doing. Uh, yeah. So I added a frame. I added this as a group under it. So if I select the group, I could tell it. So these are constraints. You want to tell it where how you want it to operate. Yeah. If I put it, okay, no, if I put it top left and top, yeah, and I try filling up this frame, you realize that it sticks to the left and to the top. And Ctrl Z. If I place it on the right and I do the same thing, you'd realize it stays on the right. So no matter how I move this around, it sticks to the right. So let me control Z again. So I want it to be in the center. So that means I'll select both of them have to be center. Yeah. So in that case, once I put fill, it sticks to the center. Yeah. So that's one of the ways to make designs responsive. Yeah. So okay. So we have this. This. So I wish I could find a mock-up screen I could use. It's looking. It's looking interesting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Instead of using, let me use white and just put it large. Just add because the pink is off. My brain can't ignore it. Yeah, so I could just do something interesting. Yeah, so everyone needs a mockup. What am I doing? Yeah, I just do this way. So mockup. So convert to a PNG. That's Control Shift C. When I replace this, Control Shift R, copy the image, and then I paste it on the mockup screen. No, on the mockup screen. So it replaces it. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is more understandable than what it was before. All right, so you could play around with this. You could add the shadow. You could add shadow to its effects. You could see, take it up a little. X, yeah. You play around the shadows here. Add a little blur, and maybe make this 10. Yeah, whatever you like. So you could play around, enjoy yourself with it technically. Yeah, I can adjust this a little. Just instead. All right. So any questions so far? So I think it's safe to just use an image here. Okay, about products. No, let's not use an image. Let's use let's use our mockup, the one we have. Okay. So free mockups. Yeah, I think we could use the one we let's use this one that we had before. So I could come yeah, so crop it and paste. So it could be large, don't worry, drag it out. Can copy it. Control C and close this. Control V. Yep, and we have it. We could have this about products. Let's make the radius, the corners curved. So let's make this 24. So, but what did we use here? Oh, I've taken it out. Okay, let's just use 12 to 12, 24. That much. Yeah, so you could play around the way you did this. You could play around with this. Yeah. So you could see really looking nice how it works. How can we just save with confidence? Let's see if Unsplash can help us this time. Think Pipic discontinued their plugin. There used to be a Pipic plugin. I don't know if either they changed the name, but I just know I could not find it anymore. Confidence. Okay, let me say save. Okay, save with confidence. Let's use this. Yeah. So get monthly payouts. So you could use an illustration too. I forgot to say that. So illustration, you could get illustrations from Flipic, yeah, or Lottie files, or sorry, not Lottie file, Icon Scouts, or Story Sets. There are so many people get illustrations from. So get monthly payouts. Okay. What can we use for payouts? Mm, hmm, okay, can you use what? It's portrait. It might not look good. It's empty. Okay, payouts could be um yeah, nice. What should I show also use my solutions? Actually, okay, no, I'll use no payouts. Okay, so let me just use a random one. So it's not compulsory. It's let's use this. Oh no, this guy is smiling. Let's use this. Right. Grow safe, grow safely. So explore low risk investments. So let's use investments. Um, yeah. So we have low risk investments. What can we use for investments? This is looking at risk. Come. Okay, let's use this. Yeah. And learn as you go. Okay, so learn. Ah, so well, I'm short of time. I'm not being detailed about the image or about I'm using, but it's an elderly um the product is for for elderly community, so the image should be more elderly. Yeah, but because of time, yeah, I'm just using the first image I can find. But if you're doing yours, try and make sure your image matches to your target audience. So if you're designing for Africans, make sure your designs has more African in it. Yeah, if you're designing for the entire world, yeah, you could try and make sure you're mixing it. So you're putting in Asians, you're putting in Africans, Europeans, wherever you're putting them. Yeah, so that's how you select them. So you're not just putting random images. Learn as you go. So learn. It's not going to work. Yep, you're not giving too many children. Okay, learn as you go. Let's just use this. Like I said, I'm not being too careful about what I'm using. But there are ways around it. So features, yeah. So I want to use. So I want to teach us something that most people don't know about. Yeah, about Fitbit. You can use animated icons. Okay, so let me show us. Do I have a tab opened? Okay, let's open Fitbit. What my dad needs to log in. Okay, yeah, okay, just quickly sign in. First time, I can see it. Okay, let's use this one. It shows how to use animated icons. Yeah, not. I've not seen a lot of people use it before. I seen Flipic. That way, see we could get illustrations and the likes. We also get animated icons. Yeah, alright. MTN, nice one. Mm, yeah, just give me a minute. So, say okay. Okay. Yeah, just give me a minute. So, about this. Alright, so it's in. So I could search for. What could I search for? Okay, maybe before searching, I could come to. How do you even get there from here? Let me just search for. So what's the first one? P. So let's just search for P. Okay. Let's just go straight to the filters even before it loads. I really don't know why my network is bad. Oh, it's not. It's bad. Um, it's not just join the community. Wow. Okay, this is terrible. Wow. Didn't see this coming. All right. So try to see this coming. Why is this going fine? Why is this? Why is Flipic doing this to me? But hope you guys can hear me clearly. I'm not breaking, right? All right. Thanks, Emmanuel. Oh, all right. So these are for seeing. Okay, let me just look by the side. I'll probably come back to it. So I'll be checking it out once it's finished loading out. Let us know. Um, all right, so let's go on. So let's go features. What our clients are saying. We don't need to do anything here. So take control of your future today. Saying the best illustration will be an elderly person holding a phone. Yeah, hopefully we could get something like that. You could just search for phone. Give us all the options with phone. But this on Splash working fine, yeah. You could do something like this. Um, okay. Or you could use a mockup. Let me see if I could use under mockup. There we have. You could just there's limitless possibility. Yeah. So you could do whatever you like. So let me just find one I could use. Or let's just use. Let me see. Do I have any nice mockup on my work? I would work with that's work with the background also. So let's go. We could use. Um, so many options, so many options. Yeah, let's use this. So I could use a mockup. So let's use the mockup we have. Mhm. So I click the same process, select the frame I need to use, and I crop it in. Yeah, then paste. Yeah, so this imports as a PNG. I don't think I would like it. Okay. So let's just use that way. So you could same process from here, Control C, come here, Control V. So you see it takes the background image. So you could change the background image to something white. It's me as to something bluish. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's pick this color and then brighten it up. Yeah, I think it looks good. So any questions so far? So I think this has loaded.
Yeah, I have a question.
Ah, sure. You can ask.
Is how did you add this mockup image without like it taking full the full frame?
Okay.
You're
So,
able to
so
change the colors.
like this and this, right?
Yeah, yeah,
All right, good. So when I use this mockup, it came with a background. So
yeah,
that's why it replaced the whole shape that was there. Yeah. So in this case, the mockup gave me a PNG, meaning it's transparent background.
yeah.
You get, yeah. So what I did is, let me separate this so it's easy to see. This is your shape. This is what I want to bring into this. So the same process. Um, you you select this little space in between your image layer. So I was explaining also that Figma uses your colors like layers in Photoshop, whatever. It layers colors on top of each other.
Okay.
You get, yeah. So that means I could move them around. I could move one. I could bring this to the top. I could play around with it. I could make this red. Could make this blue. Yeah, this is blue, but you can't. Sorry, blue. Sorry, yeah, this is blue. Yeah, I could, if I like, I could take it up. You could see it changes. I could bring it down back. So you could play around with it, move things around. So I don't want to play around. So what I did was to copy because I could easily just add this color, make it bluish, take it up, and I have my shape color. Yeah, I could just
Okay.
bring it. Yeah, I could do it easily. Like, it's the same thing if I do it this way. But because since this already has a size I already like, yeah. So what I did was just to copy this layer, which is an image. Yeah, Control
Yeah.
C. Yeah, then come to where I need to paste it at, and Control V.
On the
You
frame,
get,
right?
yeah, on the frame, on the shape, whether it's on the rectangle, it works in frame, it works in shape. So what it did, what that did was, I copied it as a layer. Meaning, if I do Control C of this what do you call it, layer itself, you're going to copy everything. If I try doing the same thing here, okay, it did, but it imported it as into the, it's pasted it into the frame because this is a
Yeah,
frame.
yeah. This is what happened to me the other time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I did was, instead of copying the layer itself, I copied the image layer. Or if I,
Okay.
I could do the same for color and make this red. Yeah, if I come here and I cut or copy this color, if I come here and I paste it, it pasted the red as a layer.
Sharp, sharp.
Sharp, sharp, yeah. So that's how it works basically. So all the colors works as layers. So I could just come here, copy whatever I need to copy and paste it here. So once I come here, I could adjust whatever I want to. So the same way I was adjusting the color, it has become a layer in this frame. So I could just come here. So what I did was I selected the brightest color in the pattern. Then you will see that it blends here, but I don't want that. So what I did here was to just raise I just raised the brightness up a little. So now
Okay.
you have something like this.
Thank you, bro.
Mm. Sure, sure, sure. You're welcome. Yeah, you could play around with. So let me show you how to play around with. So you could also play around with this. I could add something like circle. What's inside the shape? Add something like this. So there are two ways here. I could drag it inside the frame. Yeah, but since it clips, you just come here and or clip it. Yeah. But the issue with that is by the time the developer is exporting it, the Figma will export this and this. So it will give the developer a different size, which is not really cool like that. It works, but it's not so cool. Yeah. So what I could just do is I could just bring it here. Try not to put it inside the frame. Yeah, take it to the back. That's Control Shift, lower brackets, lower square brackets. Yeah, that's the shortcut. Or let me just do it so in case you can. Yeah, so I could just right click, you could see send to back, bring to front. So if I use Control Shift and click this, it takes it to the back. So I just do this. I could use a color. What color? Let's say green. Yeah, I could make it gradient green. Yeah, so it has this 3D. Okay, so yeah, that's too much. Yeah. Okay, so it has this ball 3D look. Right. So I could copy both of them. Control G, Control C, Control G to group, Control C to copy, Control R to piece to replace. Yeah, although I don't like it, but I'm just using it as an example of how it can work. So I can move the ball around. Yeah. Yeah, but not really a fan of it, but just to explain, I think something orangey might even be better. Let me see. I mean, yeah, but it's not cool. Yeah, but just to show you what you can also do with it. So you could add, so it's almost the same thing what I did here. So you could add things like that. I don't really like it, so let me take it out. Yeah. So there's something else you could do. Yeah. Oh, it's a frame. Will it work? Will it work? Let me see if I duplicate. Oh, it's not work for a frame. It only works for a shape. So there's something, I don't know if you have seen websites where the edges feel cut out. I can't give you, maybe when I give you an example, you might see. So let me draw a rectangle instead of, so rectangle instead of a frame. Yeah, so I used 20 here. Yeah. So what happens is, if you click on any, okay, no, this is for 20, it didn't change. Yeah, so if you double click on any shape, it converts it into a like thinking what is it? I could convert it to I don't know what to call it. It's probably a curve. I can't, maybe that's what I'll call it. It just makes it gives you the ability to add nodes to the shape. So if I come here and I add the node here, I could adjust the shape. Yes, I could move it around. So I'll do something like I'll do something where this cuts out. Yeah, so I could come here. I could add another node here, bring it down here. Yeah, and then I could just drag this in. So you could see how it's sweet and slick. You can move it around, play around with it. You do the same thing here. Add your node, drag it wherever you want it to start from. Add your node, drag it wherever you want to put it here. And you could have this here also. I don't know if you guys have experienced this before. So you could have this here. So I could just come here. What's the height here? 452, 360. And let's do the same thing. 360, 452. Correct. Yeah. So I could easily just drag it in here. I can delete this one. So I can copy this image, the same process, copy the image, same process, paste the image. Yeah. Could come here, just edit the color. And yeah, so it looks different. I know I don't think it looks nice, but I don't know if you might probably have seen websites like that. Yeah, so I'm just showing you how it's done. So you could adjust the shape to whatever you'd want it to be. Yeah, you could do the same thing here, you could do the same thing here. Or you could just add a pattern to your web to each of them. Okay, if I run this, let me not overthink it or overplay with it. There are just so many things you could do with it. Yeah, but this is just something very basic that you could do. You could add this time, so I don't take too long. Okay, about like 20 more minutes. Let's for this, let's look for something.
Sorry,
Download. Sure. You can ask a question.
please can you communicate with what you did now?
With what I
Especially
did, yeah.
yes, basically this kind of things like Web3 gaming.
Exactly. You see it very much on Web3.
You do this kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, right. Yeah, so you see it, you actually right. That's what they do most of the time. So let me do it again. So it does not
Thank you.
work on frame. Yeah, it does not work on frame. It works on shapes. So if I bring in my rectangle and I draw my rectangle, so this is 10 million, 360, 452. I make it 360 and 452. Yeah. So now I have my shape. Let me make this 20. I have my shape. So if you double click on your shape, you will see it converts. I can't remember what it's called. It converts your shape. It just gives you vector editing. Yeah. I don't know what it's called actually. I just now use it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know the name. So it gives you the, just like pen tool, it gives you the ability to add nodes. So your, or let me just say the word corners. Yeah, your shape, your square or rectangle has 4 corners by default. So that means I can adjust the 4 corners at any time. We convert it to something like this, whatever it is. Yeah. But if you want to add extra corners, that is not that just add extra corners. So I add 1 corner. Yeah, so I could adjust that corner at any point I want. So anywhere I want, yeah. So what I just simply did was to create a cutout here, yeah. What that means is I need the shape to stop here. Come down, stop here. Come down, come here. So that means I need a corner here, I need a corner here, I need a corner here. Yeah, so even if I do 1, 2, 3, or no, 1, 2, I could drag this one here. I could drag this one down. I could drag this one here. So that means I automatically have 3. I just need 3 corners to form this. So I need 1 extra corner here to form this. So what I did before was I added 1 here. So what I did was to drag it. You basically just drag it here. You drag it here, and then this corner that is here, drag it in between the 2 new corners you created. Do you understand this?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Yeah. So let me know. So the same thing you just did for the other side, and you're good. So you could measure it. Once you click on a node and you hit the Alt button, like Alt key on your button. So you can see this is 61, this is 78. So you could say, oh, I don't want to select 78. You could select these 2 nodes and drag it forward. Check it again. So you could just use your control button. That's why your arrow button rather. So this is 61, but 60.5. So what you can do is, because this, why it's showing 60.5 is it's giving your X value as 6,500. So you could just remove the 0.5 behind it. Yeah, so it's become 61. So that means vertically and horizontally is equal 61. So you have a perfect square. Yeah. So let me not waste more time. So you could add something like that. You could do, let me just copy this. Okay. I could just copy this here, delete this. Oh my god. Sorry. Yeah. And I could do something like this. This is just a rough. I'm not full, like I said, I'm not following any rule. We'll do something like this. Maybe add, there's a drop shadow. We'll group both of them. Yeah, complex. So I could have something like this. This is just something of I don't exactly like it, but I'm using it to just show you what is possible. 600 is what we are going with. This is supposed to be white. White, yeah. So yeah, so that's how it's gonna be. You could make it simple. Let me make it green. Just do it this way. All right, so you get my point. So yeah, so we don't need to adjust anything here. I think we're done with all these. Okay, no, we're not done with. Oh, free pick. So free pick has loaded. So pay, yeah. So you could come to your filter. Let's take it to free. Why do I feel like I made it? Okay, let's put it on icons. Okay, please be fast this time. I'm begging you. Well, let me just show you how it works. So you have your icons here. So instead of standard, you have animated. So you could select animated. So I don't know if it's Pipic that's the issue or if it's my network, because I think other websites are working. Just Pipic not working. And I don't have VPN on. So why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I think just continue. Hopefully it loads up before the end of class. Okay, I think we have just one more image to go. So features, well, let's just use the person so we don't take too much time. So splash. So let's use elder. Okay. Mm-hmm. Princess, adjust the okay, elder. What can this be? What can we add? Okay, let's use this. I think we're using 20 for the corner radius, so let's just 20. Yeah. So pending the time this, because I want to use animated icons here. So you could see how GIFs work also. So I think it's safe to delete all this here. Delete this, can delete this, can delete this. Let's just leave this simple with this. Yeah. So I want to convert this into a mobile, into mobile view. Let me move it here. Yeah. So what are the things we need for mobile? First, I duplicate this. Yeah. So let's create a nav bar for mobile. So let's just add this is what we call variants. If I add the variants, yeah, let me search for menu, hamburger menu. Okay, so we have one. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, so you could just easily drag it into your components. Yeah, you could hide these two. Okay, so I think it's loading. Let me try putting it on animated. If it would work. Nope, that's there. Okay, it's loading faster now. Is it? No. We'll do both on this simultaneously. So we have this done. We could take down maybe make this something like 12. But it's too much. Let's say 36. Yeah, I could leave this as it is. Something is too much. Let's make it 60. So it's round the round number. 60, 60, 60. Let's leave it. Yeah, we could make it the size of. Oh no, let's still leave it. Yeah. So what I could do is I could label it, call it. So this is let's say desktop, and this could be mobile. I hope you guys are following, and I hope I'm not too fast. I'm hoping I'm not. I hope I'm not too fast. Okay. So just it's slow. So I could do something like so. I'm back. We're back to so you could see animate. It has Fipic has different animated icons here. So one of the options you have is payouts. Okay. So payouts, which one works for payouts? I think this looks cool, yeah. Can I use this? So I could come here, select it. I don't want us to waste time. Okay, I selected this here. So whenever it comes up, I think the issues with Fipic, not with my network. But every other website is working. Let's continue with this. So I convert. I've not labeled the second one. Okay, I've labeled this. Yeah, I could convert this to mobile. So you could see it just automatically adjusted to the size. So by default, come to your frame. You could see the size of an average for different mobile devices here. Yeah, so you could see the different size. So I think I want to go with, let's see, what can we, let's go with 16 Pro Max, so 440. So you come to 440. So I'm monitoring this stuff. Where did it work? So let's come here 440. So that'll be our width. So it represents mobile. Yeah, so nice. So you can see everything has squashed right now. And that's a good sign. So now let's take them one by one. So by default, okay. Forgot to adjust the margin. So let's make the margin probably 16. Yeah, so you can see it adjusted. Control Z, it adjusted. Let's do the same thing for this. So if I select this, make the margin 16 or so. Yeah. I then all I have to do is just change the direction. And then let's hug it. Yeah. And then change the direction of the auto layouts. So make it vertical. So you can see that was half problem is half solved. Where is this from? Oh, it's from here. Okay, let's still clip this to now. Or is it from there? It's from here. Let's clip it for now. Come back to it. Yeah, so you can see our problem is half solved. Let's make it 80%. 80, no, let's make it 48. This can come down a little, maybe 40 volts. Okay, this could be 20 is much. Let's make it 16. I'll leave it. Let's leave it that way. So there's more. So you could adjust the spacing a little. This could be 24 instead. Yeah. So the spacing here, make this 80 or 48, whichever one you prefer. I think you can leave the mockup the way it is. I think it looks cool. Yeah. I think Freepik is done with this issue. I don't know, it's not loading. All right, so let's go on. So next is do the same thing for you. Adjust the margin to 16. So you can see how I'm adjusting everything in just a few seconds. Adjust the direction also. Make it hug. Yeah, make this 48 maybe. So you could move this up or down. If you feel it's okay this way, cool. If you prefer it this way, cool. There's no. I think it's better that you just have image flow into text. So you could just bring this up here. Yeah, so we could bring this to probably 36. Bring this to 16. Yeah, just keep adjusting according to how you feel. Yeah. So commercial break. Let's come back to our free picture. Oh my god. So you could see you have this going on. Yeah. So there are different things you could do. You could either directly download it as a GIF. Yeah, or you could edit the color. Yeah, if you edit the color, you get the transparent. What color do you use for the background? White. If you edit the color, we'll be able to download the transparent GIF. But I'm scared if I try it in the color, it will take another 20 years to load. So let's just download directly. I could just come here, download as GIF. Yeah. I'll probably just download one. At this time, I could show us how to change the colors and stuff, like how to customize the color. So let's see. It's going to take a while. So while that's downloading, let's wait. Let's continue with this. Sorry for the on and off. And hope I'm not too fast. I'm trying to beat with time. I think we're already almost out of time. All right. So interesting. It wants to download. So let's save it. Yeah. So what I can do is I could come to the shape where I want to put the animated icons. I could come here, come to image, upload from computer, downloads. Don't mind my image. Oh, it has not downloaded finished. Still downloading. Sorry. We'll come back to it. So let's continue where we are. So once it downloads, let us know. I'm monitoring it. So same thing with the margin. Yeah, make it 6. No, make it 16. It could be 20 if we want. You could use 12. So there's no law. 48. Yeah. Let's adjust it. Let's adjust the size here also. Make it 36. Like I was saying, I'm just doing it. There's no rule. Okay. So you could use 40. Like you could use 50. You could use whatever you feel works at the moment. Yeah. So let's adjust the direction, make it vertical. Yeah. Make sure you guys can hear me. So I think it's cool. So okay, what we could do is we could make the heights higher. Oh, there's a component. It's a component. It's a component. It's a component. What can we do? Main. Go to main. So we could apply variable. Yeah. So we could make it editable. So what variable do you want to use? Let's just see height. How do you spell that again? So create. What's the default? 164. Yeah. So we could okay. No, we could call this PC height. So create variable. Create another variable. No. Let's call this. Let's see what make it 240. So we could call this mobile. What am I mixing up? AI. Okay, that's great. Yeah. But we want it to be PC height by default. Do you understand anything I did there? Okay, probably what says let me come here. So if I come here, um, I could change this. No. What did you mix up? Don't rush. Come. Hmm, Come here. I'm forgetting something. Something I should have done. I'm trying to. Did I adjust? Yes, correct. Starting to work. No, I don't want to. Well, I'll look into it later. Sorry, I'm trying to just beat them. Normally, it's supposed to show up as a variable here where I could just easily select the new height I want. Okay, I think it's supposed to apply from here. Oh, it also apply to the card itself, not. Don't worry, no, I just don't want to break the components. Let me just break it. To take time from it to do what I'm supposed to do. So I could just make this 240. Okay, I'm making height 240 instead. Yeah. There are better ways to handle to do this actually, but I just continue this. Has it downloaded? Yeah, it has downloaded. So let's come back to what we're doing. So I could come here, import, downloads. So you have your wallet animation here, and open it here. If I play this, prototype, let me just copy and paste on for each of them and just replace each of them. So if I play my prototype, we don't need this guy. Give it a few seconds. Yeah, we have like 10 more minutes to go. Hope I'm not too fast. I'm hoping I'm not too fast. If I'm too fast, say hi. Nice. So you could see it's. So imagine you had 4 different animated icons here. I'm too fast. Oh, all right. Okay, where did you lose me last? When last did you understand anything?
No, go on, still go on. Not yeah.
All right. All right. So you can see the animated icons here from Flipic. So you could download 4 different icons here. Probably one for financial learning, safe. So it just makes your landing page feel cooler. Could do the same thing for your mobile apps too. So you could download. So let me take out. No, I can't take it out. I used a circle, so that's why you could see that it's cutting from the. Let me just change it. It's 48, right? Let me make it 48. 48. Yeah, so let me replace this. So just the same way, GIFs also, just the same way you have it in images and stuff. You could have it in layers. You could copy your GIF and paste it somewhere else. I remove this one. So I can delete this one. I can replace this. I can replace this rest of them with this. Yeah, so they're all rectangles now. So sorry, squares now. So if I come here, it's no longer cutting at the edge. Yeah. So imagine you download so this picture looks better. Having those little animations in it. So that's how you could also handle. You could import animated icons into your feed. So don't forget free pick. Let me go back. So don't forget free pick. Wow, what did I do to free pick today? Just under icons and animated icons filter. Yeah, so let's go on. So same thing here. Make it vertical. Well, these pictures, right? Adjust the margin 16. Uh-huh. Right. 80, no 48. Yeah. There's a little padding on this, so you could take it out. Make this yeah. So you could do the same thing and just copy it directly. This is how it is. So you could come here and replace this here. Yeah. So you could adjust the spacing, maybe 24. This could be 24. So yeah. Or better still, you could just make them have their own, just make it vertical. Which is better? I think this is better. Okay.
Yeah, this one is better.
Yeah. What size is this? 20. And you could take it down if you want. You can make it 18. You can make this 14. Do I have 14? Should have done better with this. Let's break it. Let me make this 14. I don't think I really did not pay attention to the styles, but probably next time. To make the spacing 48. We make the height. Make it a square. This is 4 weight, right? Make it 4 weight. Now we look. Yeah, let's go. So same thing, just do the same for all of them. Margin 16, 48. Okay, okay, that. This can be 36. Yeah. So you have that what our clients are saying. So you can see how fast it is. Imagine I'm just using I took my time to design just save the time. I took my time to design the landing, the PC, and all I'm just doing is to convert. So I come here, the same thing basically, margin 16. This is also because it was like a double auto layout and another auto layout. So I adjust this auto layout, make it vertical. Margin could be 16. No. Or maybe instead of having this boundary, I don't think it look nice on mobile. You could just take it out. Yeah. Could probably even take out this one also. So it's just a section of its own. Yeah, I could take out this 48. Yeah. Why not take it out? Make it rather. Make this 48. Take out this one also. Oh, I'm not so fast. I'm scared I'm fast. Let me make this 64. Although if you have any questions, you can always ask me in my DM. I'll answer. Yeah, or you could always come back to the class to see what's going on. Wherever it is, I just slow it down so you could follow along. So I'm basically just adjusting all the shapes. I think down here looks better. So if you could notice that there's no. Let me take out this download button. It's making it look funny. Yeah. So I don't know what size to give it here. If I want to maintain the aspect ratio, yeah, that means I want the ratio of the height to width to be the same. I could just change it to whatever width this is. So this is 4 widths. Yeah, 4 widths. I could just adjust scale this one also. Okay, and change it to 408. So you could see the margin still remains 16, 16. Yeah, you could have that. Maybe you could edit the margin, the bottom padding here. Just click it here. You could change it to 80. So there's more space. Yeah. So same thing here. Your margin 16, your top and bottom maybe 48. You need to adjust bottom, you can just enter them. This can be 36. So make this so you could see that the issue you could see that we added this here. So what make it vertical? So just make it vertical here. So it's slick. Make this change this into fill. Oh good. Everybody's happy. Make this hug. Make this hug. Yeah, we're almost done. Almost done. Make it 26. And yeah. So now the last part, the where work might be. So let's fill this up. Adjust the height. Yeah, the margin also. 16. Yep. Let's fill this up. Let's let's make this 24. Yep. If I hug it, it's going to scatter it. Yeah. So let me just drag it down. So I'll manually adjust the height. So you could see this bottom navigation guys are they are not playing well together. Let's make this 12 for 24. Too much. Let's make this 12. Yeah. So all I could do is I could bring this. There are things I could do. Yeah. I could first adjust the size of each of the buttons. Yeah. So instead of it being 18, it could be 14 instead. Yeah. But this still doesn't look so cool. So I could make it. Okay. It could either make it vertical also. Yeah. That make it. Would that be nice? I could fill it up and wrap it in. Still not going to be nice. I maybe make it more 36. So there are multiple ways you could undo this part of it. Let's just let's just stick with this. But that would mean this guy stays at the middle. Center align this guy. Center align this. Oh, I don't have this. Okay, me. I changed laptop. I've not installed these fonts. What can I do? What can I do? Okay. Let me flatten it. Yeah, flatten just makes you convert any text to into a shape. Yeah, it converts any text into a shape. So if you flatten something, it's no longer editable as a text. It becomes a shape. Yeah, just no time. Okay, flatten, leave it. I think this could even be something deeper. Uh-huh. So I also make this guy center aligned. If you have any question, maybe if you try watching it again, you could ask me. Because of time, I'm trying to not. I can't explain everything, but I'm hoping um you guys are learning at least. We drag this down. But I could first fill up this. Yeah, so you can see it's too much. Then convert it to crop. So it restores the aspect ratio. And then drag it back down. Okay, down upside down. So I could drag it back down. Yeah, somewhere. And bring it somewhere. Just the way it was. Yeah. So let's put it somewhere here first. So if you hold control and adjust the height, it keeps all the so if I do this without control, it squashes, it makes the logo inside squash. Like you could see that it's already shrinking. Yeah, but if I hold control button and I do the same thing, it retains whatever is inside. So I could easily adjust this like this. Yeah, I think I could bring down this, maybe make this 10. Yeah, maybe make this 10 also. I think it's so sharp. Yeah, so that's how we converted the whole website into mobile in just less than 10 minutes. Yeah. So any questions so far? Out of everything we did, do you have any question? Manuel, Miracle, anybody?
Yeah, the
Okay.
footer.
I'll be in
You'll be in my DM. All right, no problem.
Yes, my question is the footer. I was not in the class
Okay,
the last section you had.
okay.
So that footer, how do you manage to do the? Is it do you reduce the footer that has gel?
This side.
Is it gel? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we call it Jaya.
yeah. How do you do it?
Like just this bottom stuff, right?
Yes, that bottom gel. Yes, that one.
Okay, so to be very fast. So the logo was the text. I
Okay.
flattened it. I flattened it out, so it became a shape. So you can see that I could adjust it. It became a shape. I scaled it up. It's just very fast. So I scaled it up. This is somewhere here. Yeah. So remember the convert how to convert anything to a PNG. Control Shift C. So you could see copy it as PNG, or you could just copy here as PNG and control and then just paste it. Yeah. So now you have your PNG. Yeah. I can delete this one. Now you have your PNG. So now copy the image layer. What was that? Copy the image layer. Control C. Come here and paste. You get. So now I cropped it. I changed it from fill to crop.
Okay.
Reduce the size. Drag it down to where I want it to be. Yeah, and then just make transparency light.
Okay.
You get. So now you have it there in your footer. There are multiple ways to do it actually. You could make this. There are multiple ways to do it, but this is just one of the ways to do it. So you get it right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I get.
All right, no problem. So any other question? DM is opened anytime. If you have any question, if you try creating, go on. That's why I'll share I've already shared the community file. So you could see how neat it is. There are other ways. There are a lot of ways. There are a lot of things you could do. Yeah, but at least for a basic landing page, like something very basic, you can do this. Yeah, and despite the fact that there are not so much real data in it, it still looks good. Imagine this is an actual mockup, an actual product, and stuff like that. So you could be creative around this. You could go to Pinterest, go to Dribble, see a landing page, and try to replicate what you see. All right, so I think that's it, right? I don't think we should have. Does anyone have any final thing to say before we call it a day? Should I take that as a no? All right, so I'll take that as a no. So, all right, guys. So really interesting doing this with us, and yeah, can't wait to what we'll do next class. Okay, you could also make this bigger. This looks very small. All right, make this bigger. Make this 24. Yeah, make it 24. Since the headers are 36. Take this bit down. Sorry, let me break it. I can't break it. I can make this. Yeah. All right, so let's business class. So I think I've covered enough today. Yeah, so we'll meet this weekend, this coming weekend, and yeah. So take care of yourself, guys. See you guys next class.
uh,
Yeah, bye.